Okay, Friday, 25th of July, 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. VRINE. Very nice, VRINE. A nice little acronym that I was taught from a mentor of mine a couple of years ago now that I've incorporated into many, many things. VRIN, and then I would add E to it. VRINE. VRINE. And it's a nice little metric with regards to what you're doing or creating. And the more it aligns with VRIN, the more unique and meaningful it is. Whether it's content or ideas or concepts or longevity or business or market positioning or defining your moat in business or understanding what differentiation, product differentiation, understanding what makes you different from other people in business. It's that blue ocean strategy in a way. And the blue ocean strategy is basically be so unique that the competition can't compete. And one way to do that, among a few others, as per that book, is VRIN. And again, this is something I came across elsewhere. VRIN. Valuable, rare, inimitable, non-substitutional, and evergreen. I add that one, evergreen, very important. Valuable in a sense of, do you solve the problem? Do you provide value for people? There's a nice phrase in finance. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Meaning, to what extent do you solve people's problems? Problems. Do you solve it effortlessly, partially, extensively, thoroughly, not enough, sufficiently, adequately? You tell me. Value. Rare. How unusual, how rare, how exotic is this? The data. How esoteric, how deep is it? How unusual is it? How long tail is it, to borrow a phrase from SEO? How unique is it? Rare, more, because rare kind of implies meaningful. Inimitable, meaning can't be imitated, meaning there's no other carbon copies out there. There's nothing out there that is very similar or someone who is just roughly the same. It has to be 0 to 1. Completely different value proposition and infrastructure and possibilities and outcomes, everything. If it's all roughly the same, very imitable, like imitate, very similar, it's more or less the same. It's more or less indistinguishable. They both solve a very complex problem thoroughly, and they're both quite rare, unusual things, but what's the difference between the two? They imitate each other. They're more or less the same. N, non-substitutional. Can't be substituted. No substitution. There's no alternative. There's no backup. It's this or nothing else. There is no other option. There are no other choices. And if you go into the book of Crossing the Chasm, ideas go from the early majority and the innovators to the the innovators and the early adopters to the early majority and into the late majority, when people out there, NPCs and normies, so to speak, have no other choice. When they're all out of options, no other substitutes, then they go for the exotic, rare, unusual ideas. And also they go for it when the majority of their friends are talking about it. Then they do it, then they dive into it. I still remember, for example, when there was a big exodus back in 2008, people moved almost overnight from MySpace onto Facebook. Big exodus. Majority of people were talking about it and they just shifted over. It was very strange. Very, very beautiful in some way. A digital exodus. Non-substitutional and evergreen. This is very important. Almost in a way, the most important. Essentially, does it have consistent demand all throughout the year? A lot of Christmas songs, for example, in the UK will have a lot of plays, make a lot of money in November, December, maybe January. But July, June, August, those very same Christmas songs, forgotten about, ignored. Who cares? We'll make no money, make a couple of quid here and there. It'll make something by all means, but who's listening to Christmas songs in July? No one. So it's not evergreen, not consistent demand. And there's that famous song, I forgot her name now, I can picture her face. Rebecca Black, is it? I think. Friday. And I forgot the lyrics. That's all I remember. Friday, Friday, Friday. Something like that. that's incredibly consistent. People are going to be listening to that song every Friday, arguably, and on the weekends probably, but every week, consistently like clockwork. And other songs, you name it, we are the champions. Um, Most of the songs, and for example, are going to have immense amount of evergreen. They can be listened to at any time. There's consistent demand for it all year round. Seasonal demand is all over the place. I did a video about this back in January about forecastability above all. If it fluctuates, it's not consistent, not reliable. In a meta way, you could say, well, over the past 20 years, it has made this much money per, the Christmas song, for example, it's made this much money per December, so we can roughly estimate a nice range and forecastability over 20, 25, 30 or so years. Sure, but that's time. If there's consistent demand and consistent awareness and consistent need for something, then you're onto something. Meaning forecastability. We know how many customers there will be that need X or Y or Z in 1 week, in a fortnight, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, you name it, 24 weeks, 24 months. It's much more forecastable. Very important, very powerful. And this applies to everything with regards to business and life and ideas and technology and business management and, well, marketing and beyond. Valuable, rare, inimitable, non-substitutional, evergreen. Powerful little metric to use and to measure things by. The higher you score in those things, the more meaningful and unique you are. Meaning, the more blue ocean strategy you are. Very, very powerful. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.